Now explaining a new topic, Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. See, I am explaining this definition and these terms by taking this example. Random experiment is performed n times. So number of trials n. Suppose here random experiment is a die is thrown 6 times. So throw a die, that is random experiment. So die is thrown 6 times. First time, second time, third time. So that means there are 6 trials. A die is thrown 6 times. So number of trials is 6. So here number of trials 6. N is 6 in this question. Getting an odd number is a success. Now see, number of trials 6. That means this is first time thrown, second time thrown, third time, fourth time, fifth time and sixth time. What we are doing? We are throwing a die. We are asked to throw a die only one time. That means one die is tossed. But this is repeated 6 times. A die is tossed 6 times. Now see, here a sample space associated with this experiment is, whenever we toss a die, any one output or outcome can occur. Now see, suppose first time a die is tossed. Suppose we are getting output 3. 3 occurs. Suppose second time we are getting 4. Suppose third time toss a die, we are getting 6. Output is 6. Fourth time toss a die, observe number, suppose it is 1. Fifth time toss a die, observe number, suppose it is 4. Sixth time throw a die, again observe number, suppose it is 5. So say 6 times this experiment is performed. Throw a die, observe number. So these are 6 observations. So number of trials are 6. Now here, getting an odd number is success. That means if 1 occurs, 3 occurs or 5 occurs. If output is 1, 3 or 5, that means if output is odd number, if this event occurs, then it is defined as success. If this event occurs, it is defined as success, otherwise failure. So that means if 2, 4, 6 occur, it means failure. So say, probability of this event, that means probability of success. Here in this experiment, outcomes are defined by 2 words, success or failure. See, 3 occurs. If output is 3, that means success. Output is 4, that is failure, because getting an odd number is defined as success. E1, that is failure. Output is 1, that is success. Odd number means success. Even number, that is failure. Odd number, that is failure. So here outputs are defined or outcomes are defined by only 2 words, success or failure. Every trial has 2 outcomes. Every trial has 2 outcomes, success or failure. Success or failure. Every trial has 2 outcomes. And say, when we throw a die, first time it is thrown. Then when you throw second time, on second trial, on a die, every dot remains as it is. No any dot is decreased, no any dot is increased. That means no effect of first trial on second trial. No effect of second trial on third trial. Every action or every trial is independent. So here, if 3 occurs, that means this event occurs. So probability of occurrence of this event is 3/6. Probability of occurrence of this event is 3/6, that is 1/2. So probability of success is 1/2. Probability of failure is 3/6, that is 1/2. Probability of failure is also 1/2. Probability of failure, again 1/2. Probability of success 1/2. So when we toss a die, then on next trial or again on next trial, status structure of die remains as it is. Nothing is decreased. So on every trial, here every trial is independent. Every next trial is independent. So all n trials are independent. So on every trial, probability of success is constant. Probability of failure is also constant. So every trial is independent. Every trial there are two outcomes, success or failure. Probability of success we denote by P. So here P is 1/2. Probability of success is 1/2. So probability of failure will be 1 minus 1/2. And you can see it is clear, 1/2. Because complementary event. Here X be the random variable. It is defined as number of success. X is number of success. Now see, performing 6 times, if you throw a die 6 times, here suppose these are outcomes, then what happens? Here number of success 1, 2, so there are 2 number of success. So X takes value 2 in this example. Suppose here here this is also success, odd number, that is success. So here there are 3 success, 1, 2, 3. So number of success are 3. Suppose if I put here outcome, suppose outcome is 3, then this will be success. Odd number means success. So number of success will be 4. So success, number of success, it can be 4. If I put here 1, then number of success 5. Maximum number of success will be 6. And minimum, say here all outcomes are even. Suppose this is 2, this is 6, here this is 2, again 2, this is 6. So all outcomes are failure, no success. This number of success is 0. If I change one value, so 1 success, 5 failure. So 1 success, 5 failure. If I put here again 3, so 2 success, 4 failure. 2 success, 4 failure. So X takes these values. So say X is number of success, range of X is 0 to n. Here n is 6. So 0 to 6. And probability of these values, that means probability that x takes these numbers, these are number of success, probability of number of success can be found by this formula. Here n and p are said to be parameters. Probability that there are x number of success, it is ncx into p raised to x into q raised to n minus x. This function px is called probability function of binomial distribution. And every such trials having two outcomes, success or failure. If outcomes are defined by success or failure, such trials are said to be Bernoulli trials. So this is about Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. This distribution is also said to be binomial distribution. So now we solve this question. A die is thrown 6 times. So here number of trials is 6. Getting an odd number is defined as success. Success, that means getting an odd number. An experiment is a die is tossed. A die is thrown. Die is thrown 6 times. So therefore, number of trials is 6. Success means getting an odd number. So failure means getting an even number. So that is failure. It's a complementary event. And when a die is thrown 6 times, see here, sample space associated with experiment of tossing a die, that is S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now probability, if this event occurs, 1, 3, 5 occurs, it means success. If this event occurs, that is success occurs. So probability of success, therefore probability of success is 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. And probability of failure is Q is 1 minus P, that is 1 minus P, so it is 1 by 2. Now here we take x is number of success, where x takes values, x equal to x is number of success, and value of x 0, 1, 2 up to 6. X takes value 0 to 6. Probability of 0 success, probability of 1 success, probability of 2 success, probability of 6 success. So probability distribution, probability that x takes value x, it is equal to, formula is NCX p raised to x into q raised to n minus x, that is, it is equal to NCX, n is 6, n is 6, see x is variable, p is 1 by 2, p is 1 by 2, q is also 1 by 2. So it is equal to 6cx 1 by 2 raised to 6. So by this formula we can calculate probability that x takes value x, means probability of x number of success. Using this formula we can calculate probability of 5 success, at least 5 success, at most 5 success. So now I need here space. Now see, probability of 5 successes. So probability of 5 successes that is probability that x takes value 5. Here x is taken for number of success. So this is equal to, putting here x equal to 5, 6c5 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. So 6c5 is 6c1 into 2 raised to 6, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, into 2 16, into 2 32, into 2 64. 64, this will be 1 upon 64. So this is 6 upon 64. 6 upon 64, that is 3 into 2 6, 32 into 64. So probability that there are 5 success, it is 3 by 32. Now second answer, at least 5 success, probability of at least 5 success, probability of at least 5 success. That means probability that number of success at least 5 means 5 or more than 5. 5 or more than 5. At least 5, so 5 or more than 5. So 5 or more than 5, that means still how much? So 5 success and more than 5, then only one possibility left, 6 success. So 5 success, 6 success. So probability that x takes value 5 or x takes value 6. Maximum value of x, maximum value of x is 6. So you can't take more than 6. Now probability that x takes value 5, we can use direct this value. This is 3 by 32 plus, now putting here x equal to 6. So 6c6 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. So that is 3 by 32 plus 6 is 1. So 1 into 1 by 128. Sorry, 64. So that is, it will be LCM is 64. 3 into 2 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 by 64. Then third question, at most 5 success, at most 5 success, probability of at most 5 success, that means probability that x takes values maximum 5, that is less than or equal to 5. Max, at most 5 is maximum 5, so less than or equal to 5, less than or equal to 5, that is x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4, plus x equal to 5. Now see, this is a probability distribution. Because it is a probability distribution, it gives probability distribution, probability of 0 plus probability of 1. Say, probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2 plus probability of 4 plus probability of 5 plus probability of 6. Sum of values of these probabilities, it must be 1. This gives a probability distribution. So sum of probabilities that x takes these values, probabilities of all these values, probability of 0 plus probability of 1 up to probability of 6. Sum of probabilities is equal to 1. X is a random variable. Here, this is a random variable, and we know that sum of probabilities of all x, that is 1. So here, now see, look here, we want sum from 0 to 5. So sum from 0 to 5 means we need this value. So sum from 0 to 5, this can be expressed as 1 minus probability that x takes value 6. So keep remember this point. So that is 1 minus, now putting here 6. So 6 is 6. 6 is 6 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. So 1 minus 6 is 1. This is 64. So it is 63 by 64. So here, to find this value, you can put direct this tab. No need to put this tab. You can direct bypass from this tab. 5 cards are drawn successfully with replacement from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Say here, 5 cards are drawn successfully with replacement. Word is with replacement. That means take a card, then before taking the second card, put it back, replace it. So every time a bunch of 52 cards, the status of bunch remains as it is, original status. So no any next action will be affected by previous action. So all actions or all outcomes are independent. So here 5 cards are drawn at random in drawing a card experiment is draw a card. Number of trials 5. Number of trials 5. Every trial is independent, and we define success. That means, say, it can be defined from question. We are asked a probability that all 5 cards are spades. Only 3 cards are spades. None is spade. So we are asked about spades. So let me define. Getting card of a spade, that is success. So we define success. It is defined as getting a card of spade, that is success. So when you draw 5 cards, so these are possibilities that all 5 cards are spade, or 4 spade, 1 is from others, 3 spade, 2 from others, 2 spade, 3 from others. One card is of spade, 4 from others, and no one spade. That means all are others. So total every time we take 5 cards. So here success we define by this way. So probability of success means getting a card of spade. Total 13 cards, 13 spades, and bunch contains 52 cards. So 13C1 upon 52C1. So 13 by 52. So probability of success is 1 by 4. And if selected card, it is not of spade, that means failure. So probability of failure is 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. Total there are 5 trials. So we define X be number of successes. Say in Bernoulli's trials, to solve such type of problems, random variable we always take number of success. So here range of X. So range of X is, X assumes which values? If no card from selected 5 cards in any 5 trials, no card is spade, then number of success is 0. In 5 trials, if you are getting 1 time spade, means number of success is 1. Similarly 2, 3, 4, and in 5 trials, if all are of spade, then number of success is 5. Probability of number of success formula is NCX P raised to X Q raised to N minus X. That is X equal to X, N is 5cx, P is 1 by 4 raised to X, Q is 3 by 4 raised to N is 5, so 5 minus X. And in this formula, value of X is 0 to 5. So this gives binomial distribution or probability distribution for number of success. Now we can find required values by this formula. See, first question is probability that all 5 cards are spades. Probability that all 5 cards are spades. That is, all 5 cards are spades, and getting spade means success. All 5 spade means number of success 5. So probability that number of success 5. So X, putting X equal to 5, here 5C5, 1 by 4 raised to 5, 3 by 4 raised to 5 minus 5. So this will be 0. So that is 5C5 is 1. This will be 1 upon 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 16, 256. 256 into 16. That is 6 6 36, 3. This is 33, 3, 21. So 6 9 6 4 4 6 9 6 4 6 9 6 into 3 by 4 is to 0. It is 1. So 1 upon 4 6 9 6. So that is required probability. Only 3 cards are of spade. Second is only 3 cards. Probability that only 3 cards are spades. Only 3 cards are spades. That means 3 success. So x equal to, we are taking here 3. So probability that x equal to 3. So we keep value 3. So 5c3 into 1 by 4 raised to 3 into 3 by 4 raised to 5 minus 3. Taken x equal to 3. 5c3 is 5c2 and 5c2 is 5 into 4 upon 2 into 1. This is 1 upon 4 into 4 into 4. This will be 3 by 4 square. So 3 into 3 upon 4 into 4. So here this 4 it will be cancelled. So this is 5 into 3 15. 15 into 3 45 upon 4 into 4 16. 16 into 16 256. 256 into 2, that is 256 into 2, that is 512. So this is required probability. Then third question. None is spade. Probability that none is spade. Getting spade, that is success, and none spade, that is success, is 0. So here x is for number of success, so we put probability for, we find probability for 0. So putting x equal to 0, here 5c0 into 1 by 4 is to 0, 3 by 4 is to 5 minus 0. So 5c0 is 1, this is 1, this is 3 raised to 5 upon 4 is to 5. 3 raised to 5, that is 3 into 3 9, 9 into 9 81, 81 into 3 243. So 3 into 3 into 5 times 3 1 2 3 4 5, 9 into 9 81, 81 into 3 243 upon 4 is to 5. So that is 4 is to 5, I think somewhere here we have calculated 4696. 4 is to 5, 16 into 16 256. 256 into 4, I think I have done mistake. This will be 1024, sorry, here 1024. 1024. 16 into 16 256. 256 into 4, so 1024. Okay, now it is correct. So this is 1024. So that is 243 upon 1024. So this is required probability. Now next question. There are 5% defective items in a large bulk of items. What is the probability that a sample space of 10 items will include not more than one defective item? See here, there is a large bulk of items. We don't know how many items are there in a box, but 10 items are selected. Sample of 10 items are selected. 10 items are selected. And because in box or bulk contains 5% defective items, so these are the possibilities that it out of 10 selected items or sample of 10 items, no one can be defective and all are non-defective, or this sample contains, it may contain 1 defective, 9 non-defective, or sample may contain 2 defective, 8 non-defective. So similarly, sample may contain all defective, so no non-defective. Every time in your hand there should be 10 items. Sample contains 10 items. So randomly when select 10 items from box, these are the possibilities, because box contains 5% defective items. Now here we are asked about defective item. Sample will include not more than 1 defective item, and probability of defective item is given. So here defective items, if sample contains no defective item, then number of success is 0. If sample contains 10 defective items, number of success is 10. So we define defective item as success. So that is, here we define success, that means defective item is drawn. Sample contains defective item. So here probability of success is 5% defective items. So 5 by 100, that is 1 by 20. And so Q is 1 minus P, that is 1 minus 1 by 20, so 19 by 20. Number of trials, it is 10. Here number of trials is 10. Sample contains 10 items, means we are checking 10 items. Random selection of 10 items, check one by one. These are possibilities. We define XP, number of success. X equal to X, it is number of success. So X can be value 0, 1, say like this, 2, maximum value of X is 10. All 10 can be defective, that means 10 success. So probability that X takes value X by formula NCX P raised to X Q raised to N minus X, that is probability that X takes value X, N is 10, N is 10, X is variable, P is 1 by 20 raised to X, 19 by 20 raised to 10 minus X. So always remember, when you solve such type of problems, check question. In question, if you are given, if you are asked probability for defective items, take defective item as success. So now we are asked to find probability that a sample space of 10 items will include not more than 1 defective item. Probability of not more than 1 defective item. Not more than 1 defective item. Not more than 1 defective item means not 2 items, not 3 items, not 4 items, not 10 defective items. So not more than 1, that means less than or equal to 1. So that is probability of at most 1 defective item. Not more than 1, that means at most 1. So that is probability of 0 or probability of 1. That is, now putting here x equal to 0, 10c 0 into 1 by 20 raised to 0 into 19 by 20 raised to 10 minus 0 plus putting x equal to 1 here, 10c1 into 1 by 20 raised to 1 into 19 by 20 raised to 10 minus 1. So n equal to x equal to 1 is taken. That is 10c0 is 1. This is 1. This is 19 by 20 raised to 10 plus 10c1 is 10 into 1 by 20 into 19 by 20 raised to 9. Here 10 into 2 is 20. Now see, 19 by 20 raised to 9 is common. This is common. So here 19 by 20 is left plus here 1 by 2 is left. That is 19 by 20 raised to 9 into here LCM is 20. So 19 plus here 1 into 10 is 10. So that is 19 plus 10, 29. 29 into 19 raised to 9 upon 20 raised to 9 plus 1, that is 20 raised to 10. So this is required probability. Suppose x has a binomial distribution b 6, 1 by 2. Show that x equal to 3 is the most likely outcome. So here one point about this symbol. Say binomial distribution is also denoted as b bracket n comma p. Here n is number of trials and p is probability of success. So keep remember about this notation. So in this question here n is 6, p is 1 by 2, p is 1 by 2, so q is 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. So probability that x equal to x takes value ncx p raised to x q raised to n minus x. So probability that x takes value x equal to n is 6, p is 1 by 2, q is also 1 by 2, n is 6. That is probability that x takes value x is 6 is 6. Probability that number of success is x. It is 1 by 2 raised to, this will be 6. And here number of success x is equal to, because there are 6 trials, so number of success will be from 0 to 6. These are values of x. Now from this formula we calculate, from this formula we say this is 1. For x equal to 0, I am putting x equal to 0. X equal to 0, 6c0 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. 6c0 is 1. 1 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. Now I am putting x equal to 1. 6c1, 1 by 2 raised to 6. So this is 6 times 1 by 2 raised to 6. Now I am putting x equal to 2. So 6c2, 1 by 2 raised to 6. 6c2 is 6 into 5, 30, 30 by 2, that is 15. 15 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. Then for x equal to 3, it is 6c3, 1 by 2 raised to 6. 6c3, that is 6 into 5 into 4 upon 3 into 2 into 1. So 20. So this is 20 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. For x equal to 4, 6c4, 1 by 2 raised to 4, 1 by 2 raised to 6. Now 6c4 is 6c2 and 62 is 15. So 15, 1 by 2 raised to 6. For x equal to 5, 6c5, 1 by 2 raised to 6, and 6c5 is 6c1 and 6c1 is 6. 6 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. For x equal to 6, maximum value of x is 6. 6 is 6, 1 by 2 raised to 6. So this is 1 into 1 by 2 raised to 6. Now if you observe all these 7 values, then you can see that, say here, values are increasing, and when it reaches at this number, this is maximum. This is maximum. After x equal to 3, values of probabilities are decreasing. So here, probability that x equal to 3, 20 into 1 by 2 raised to 6 is maximum. That means x equal to 3 is the most likely outcome. So x equal to 3 is the most likely outcome. On a multiple choice examination with 3 possible answers for each of the 5 questions, what is the probability that a candidate would get 4 or more correct answers just by guessing? Say it's a MCQ test, 3 possible answers. That means 3 options, option A, option B, option C, and candidate, when answering the questions, candidate answers just by guessing that A is answer or B is or C is answer. Then we are asked and say he is answering 5 questions. So number of trial is 5. Here number of trial is 5 and 3 possible answers. So probability of success is 1 by 3. So probability of failure is 1 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. So here we define success, that means answer is correct, that is success. So probability that answer is correct is 1 by 3 because there are 3 options and candidate is appearing 5 questions test. So number of trials 5. So here x is number of success, that means number of correct answers. Every time x we take as number of success. So probability of x equal to x is NCX p raised to x q raised to n minus x. So probability that x equal to x, n is 5, p is 1 by 3, q is 2 by 3, n is 5 and here x is 0 to 5. If candidate answers all 5 questions correctly, so number of success is 5. If candidate cannot answer any question correctly, so number of success is 0. So number of success maximum is 5. There are 5 trials. So now we are asked probability that a candidate would get 4 or more correct answers. 4 or more correct answers. That is probability that x takes value 4 or more. That is 4 correct answers or 5 correct answers, and maximum is 5. So only 2 possibilities, either 4 correct answer or 5. Now taking x equal to 4, here putting here x equal to 4, 5c4 into 1 by 3 raised to 4, 2 by 3 raised to 5 minus 4. So x we have taken 4. Now x is 5. So putting here 5, 5c5 into 1 by 3 raised to 5, 2 by 3 raised to 5 minus 5. So this is 5c4 is 5c1 and 5c1 is 5. This is 1 by 3 raised to 4 into, this will be 2 square. 2 square is 4 upon, sorry, 5 minus 4 is 1, that is 2 upon 3. This is 81. 1 upon 81 into 2 upon 3 plus 5c5 is 1. This is 1 upon 81 into 3, 243 into 1. So this is 10 by 243 plus 1 by 243. So required probability is 11 by 243.